What are the Dead Sea Scrolls? Welcome to Bible on the Go with Dr. Dan. The International Standard Bible Encyclopedia says that the Dead Sea Scrolls are the name generally given to the manuscripts and fragments of manuscripts discovered in the caves near the northeastern end of the Dead Sea in the period between 1946 and 1956. According to many experts, this is one of the greatest recent archaeological discoveries, and for biblical studies, certainly one of the greatest manuscript discoveries of all time. The Qumran community, they were a Jewish sect that placed a high value on the Torah, or what we would call the law, and they lived in the first century, which is the time period in which Jesus and the disciples lived. The Qumran community hid these scrolls in jars in the arid caves of the Dead Sea, where there's less than 4 inches of rain annually. So because there's no moisture, it will last a really, really long time. In fact, we see Jeremiah saying to Baruch, after he did a transaction in Jeremiah 32, to put it in a jar that it would last a long time. And so the Qumran community did this very thing. And there were 2 sets of scrolls that were discovered by some Bedouin shepherds and taken to an antiquities dealer that sold them to the Archbishop of the Syrian Orthodox Church in Jerusalem and Eliezer Sekunik of the Hebrew University in Jerusalem. So these scholars kept careful watch over these documents and discovered how significant they were. Every Old Testament book, either in part or in whole, except the book of Esther, is found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. These scrolls are from the first century. The age of them infers how widespread the recording of the scriptures was up to, for hundreds of years, up to and during the time of Jesus. Now, think about this. Prior to the finding of the Dead Sea Scrolls, the oldest Hebrew manuscripts were from the 10th century AD. That's a difference of 900 years. So now we have something so close to the time of Jesus and so accurate with what was translated to the Masoretic text and the Vulgate and all of the things that were translated into English. It's absolutely fascinating and groundbreaking. And it happened as near as 46 to 56 in the modern era. The Holman Illustrated Study Bible says that the completion of the official publication of the scrolls, entitled Discoveries in the Judean Desert, was celebrated in 2001. Well, you might imagine that these scrolls have been examined for their age and their truthfulness and their accuracy with the rest of what we have seen from the Old Testament, and it's really amazing. Now, in modern times, here in our modern era, these scrolls have even been digitized so that you can have them in a biblical library like concordance. It's really something that you can compare the text of the Dead Sea Scrolls with the Hebrew Masoretic text and the Hebrew Startgensia, I should say, BHS, that is commonly used by scholars. They love to compare the Dead Sea Scrolls with how it's said in that, and even with the Septuagint. So it's really a wealth of scholarly content available to scholars now for Bible translation. Now, you might be wondering, where are these scrolls? They're on display in Jerusalem in the museum known as the Shrine of the Book. And you can visit it and see the scrolls for yourself. Thanks for watching Bible on the Go with Dr. Dan. If you like these videos, one of the best things you can do is click that red button called subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing, and you only have to do it once.
Praise God!